Happy to have her join us tonight. So, Candace, it's kind of revealing. I mean, I do think the Babylon Bee put it best. January 6th Commission suspends its duties for the day to call for insurrection. I mean, that was the fastest pivot maybe in history.
Yeah, absolutely the fastest pivot in history. And let me just say this on behalf of so many women that are watching this that were like me, used to be pro-choice and are now pro-life. I'm just so tired of the lies surrounding the pro-choice argument, pretending that women are not being harmed by these policies. I know 6 women that have had an abortion throughout my lifetime. You know, the first 4 of them were peer pressured. You have men that are demanding that they get abortions. This was a law that was decided by 7 white men, right? You have men that are boyfriends that are threatening domestic violence in situations. You have parents that are pressuring them, pretending that, you know, if you have this child, it's going to ruin your life. And at the end of the day, you have an educational system that has been predatory, convincing women that it's an easy choice when these women suffer at the end of these abortions. There is nothing that is pro-women about abortion at all. It has always been a predatory system that has been in place for a very long time, and we should be celebrating the end of it and need to have a real conversation about what's been going on in general. I'm seeing a lot of people entering these race arguments. That's especially egregious. No one's ever accused Maxine Waters of being smart, but we have accused her of being corrupt. And I think the fact that she keeps correlating this to Black America and how Black Americans are suffering because of this, and we saw Amy Schumer talk about how this is what slaveholders wanted. Let's be very clear. Planned Parenthood and abortion was predatory first and foremost to Black women. This is on the basis of eugenicism. Look into the history of Planned Parenthood. Let's not ignore the fact that Margaret Sanger was an avowed eugenicist who wanted to get rid of people that she deemed to be unfit and undesirable. That included Black women, that included Italians, that included a bunch of immigrants that were coming over legally to the country. They wanted to protect the Nordic white pure race. So I'm tired of this sort of washing of history, and what they really want is just to further themselves and their own self-interest. The lobby groups, people that are receiving money and that are as you pointed out, just corrupt politicians that don't care about the women that are suffering at the end of these abortions. I'm proud that, I do want to say this, that mob justice did not rule in this circumstance. You know, I'm proud that despite the Supreme Court justices having their lives threatened, they actually stood up and they took a stance and they said, you know what, this is the Constitution and we're going to stand by the Constitution, and that needs to happen more often.